Welcome back. Well, it's been a wild week for the NFL in terms of free agency, and many teams make big trades, renegotiated some contracts, and some players walked on their own. And if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, you had a lot to keep up with. With that being said, we're here with Jimmy Kempski, Eagles writer for the Philly Voice, who's here to give us some insight on why the Eagles made those moves. Now, the first one that really made headlines
this offseason
deal was moving up a little bit in the draft for the main reason, or was it to shed that contract of his?
The Eagles have three options with him this offseason. One, they could keep him, and he would count for $8 million against the cap. In that scenario, he was an unhappy player. He wanted out. The Eagles didn't want him around. So they didn't want that scenario. Scenario number two is even worse. He cut him. He costs $13 million against your cap. So to pay him $5 extra million, or rather to have $5 extra million up against your cap, just to get a guy out of a locker room makes no sense whatsoever. And the third option was to trade him, in which case he would only count for $4 million against the cap. So option number three was clearly in the best interest of the Eagles.
That was in the best interest of the Eagles, and I would actually agree with that. Now, moving on to Kiko Alonso and Maxwell trade. Was it the same kind of deal there with the value in the trade moving up spots, or do you think it was about pressing the reset button on the Chip Kelly era?
That was an amazing value trade. Moving from 13 to 8 opens up. It's only 5 spots, but it's 5 spots at the beginning of the first round. And to be able to move up that far opens up an entire new world of players that you can get at that spot that otherwise wouldn't be there at pick number 13.
Yeah, I'm excited to see when it comes to draft time where this will end up happening with them and what kind of players they'll get now that they've jumped up a little bit. And moving to the quarterback spot, when the Eagles acquired Chase Daniel, some reports said that he would compete for the spot and he'd have a fair shot. Now the Eagles are saying Sam Bradford is the clear starter. Do you think that was wise of them to announce it so soon, and what do you make of all of this?
Yeah, there were reports that after Chase Daniel signed that he was going in there not to be the backup, but he was going to compete for a starting job. And frankly, that's still what he'll do. And I think what the Eagles and Doug Peterson wanted to do there was just squash it. I mean, as long as you leave that open, then it's just going to be the focus of media and fan attention.
All right, well, thank you, Jimmy, for talking with us. And the Eagles are so far looking like they're making all the right moves during the offseason, but you know how things change when training camp happens and once the season actually starts. So we'll have to sit back and watch this all unfold. And we're going to one last commercial break, but coming up next is everyone's favorite segment, the Plays of the Week. Don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Sean Phillips, Laurel Boys varsity basketball coach. You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.